Welcome to Serene Sleep Journeys. I'm Mia. If you've enjoyed my channel, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe. Tonight's story is called Train Dream, the Long Distance and the Tenderness of the Night. In this quiet town, in the morning light, a young man named Max was bathed in the fresh sunshine. His daily life is like a cup of plain boiled water. He spends every day at the same pace. The mechanical sound of the alarm clock woke him up, and Max began his regular life for the day. He is an ordinary employee in that corner office, seemingly ordinary, yet stable. Max doesn't have much expectation for the future, but silently hopes that his monthly salary will be enough to survive. He walked through the streets of the town with a faint smile on his face, as if he was accustomed to this ordinary life. However, when night falls, Max returns to his one-bedroom apartment. The computer screen emitted a faint light, illuminating his tired face. Sitting alone in front of the computer, he browsed social media and looked at the colorful life, but felt as if he had nothing to do with it. Life perspectives and dreams are floating in his mind, but they are also far away from his actual life and have become an unreachable existence. On this lonely and dull night, Max accidentally saw a sentence on a social networking site. "I dream of driving a train to Lhasa one day." This sentence fell into his heart like a small seed, perhaps because of the desire for ordinary life, or perhaps because of the longing for the distant place. These words caused ripples in his heart and evoked a glimmer of hope for life. So, Max decided to use this hope to ignite his life. This decision became his first step into the unknown. Max launched his distant dream plan in this ordinary town. He opened an ancient map and searched meticulously for railway lines to distant places. Each route is like an unknown story waiting to be revealed, stimulating his inner curiosity. As his fingertips wandered around the map, Max began to plan his stay in each city. He thought carefully and imagined what unique scenery and culture there would be in those distant places. The distance between cities and the bends on the route have become the canvas of his journey, and each stroke outlines a future full of expectations. During this planning process, Max's heart was filled with a desire for the unknown. He seemed like a captain, drawing his own route on the map of the ocean. Every stop is an unknown island, waiting for him to explore. The dream in the distance becomes more and more concrete. It is no longer an illusory phantom, but gradually becomes clear on the map. This travel plan became a part of Max's life, giving his soul courage and a passion for adventure. And when night fell, when Max closed the map, he felt a wonderful expectation, as if the distant scenery was already close before his eyes. Such a distant dream gave his mind an unprecedented liberation. He looked forward to the journey that was about to begin and the unknown miracles. The tranquility of the night enveloped him, immersing him in a dreamy future. Max began to immerse himself in the planning of travel plans, carefully planning the train journey he was about to embark on. He has selected a series of fascinating spots on the map, each representing a unique journey. First, he planned to stop in a small town at the foot of the mountain. It is surrounded by peaceful nature, with charming pastoral scenery and a leisurely pace of life. Max imagined himself walking through the streets of the town, feeling the gifts of nature as if he had returned to the simplest and purest life. Secondly, he marked an ancient city on the map with thousands of years of history and culture. The ancient buildings and unique customs all fascinated him. Max wants to walk in this city, savor the traces of history, and feel the precipitation of time. Then he planned to go to a small village at the foot of the snow-capped mountains. The snow peaks here tower into the clouds and are covered with white snow, just like a fairyland. Max wants to experience the magnificence of the snow-capped mountains and feel the fresh mountain air here as if he is in a fairyland. Then he chose a coastal city with blue sea and sky, waves lapping against the rocks, and a salty sea breeze. Max hopes to feel the vastness of the sea in this city, sit quietly on the seaside, and listen to the melodious waves. Finally, he marked a mysterious forest. There are ancient trees and strange creatures in this forest, full of unknown and adventurous colors. Max wants to walk in this forest, feel the mysterious power of nature, and integrate himself with nature. The dots and dots of marks on the map represent Max's yearning for the unknown. These attractions are not only a geographical exploration, but also a deep self-discovery. Every plan filled his mind with anticipation, adding more color to the upcoming train journey. When night fell, he closed his eyes and imagined the scenery along the way, letting his mind slowly immerse in the beautiful dream. Max boarded the train, and the long journey began. The train passes through rolling mountains and enjoys pastoral scenery. The The scenery outside the window is like a moving picture, from small towns to ancient cities, from the foot of snow-capped mountains to coastal cities. Every place shows the magic and diversity of nature. The pastoral scenery outside the window gradually unfolds to the rhythm of the train. The golden wheat waves rise and fall with the wind, seeming to share the rhythm of life with Max. He looked at the fields outside the window, feeling a sense of awe for nature in his heart. When the train passes through the small town at the foot of the snow-capped mountains, the snow-capped mountains come into view. The clear stream flows in the mountains like a silver ribbon, adding a sense of tranquility and mystery to the snowy peaks. Max felt the majesty of nature, and his soul found a lofty peace on the top of the snow-capped mountains. Then the train entered the coastal city, and the waves outside the window were beating against the rocks, bringing with it the salty sea breeze. The blue water extends to the horizon and complements the sky. Max looked at the vastness of the sea, and a sense of awe for the depth and breadth of the sea suddenly arose in his heart. As the train passes through the forest, the scene outside the window becomes mysterious and peaceful. The ancient trees look more solemn at night, and dots of fireflies dance in the forest, adding an intoxicating beauty to this mysterious forest. Every journey is an exploration of geography and a deep self-discovery. Max felt the charm of nature in the sway of the train, and his mind gradually expanded in this beautiful scenery. As the train progressed, he gradually let go of the fatigue along the way and felt the peace and tranquility deep in his heart. As night falls, the train passes through the quiet night, and the moonlight shines on the rails, becoming a warm light for Max to sleep. When night falls, the train travels through the quiet night. The stars outside the car window dot the night, and the moonlight shines on the railway tracks like a quiet picture. Max sat in the carriage, feeling the tranquility of the night. The slight bumps of the train seemed to become a kind of lullaby, taking Max gradually into a peaceful dream. His soul was soothed by the tenderness of the night, as if gently wrapped in the peaceful sounds of nature. The scenery outside the window gradually became hazy, and the stars twinkled in the night sky as if they were thousands of small lights lighting up the tranquility of the night. Max stared at the quiet night through the car window, feeling the mysterious power of nature. The roar of the train turns into a soothing melody that blends with the tranquility of the night. Max sat there quietly, closing his eyes and listening to the gentle rocking of the train. Breathing gradually becomes deep and powerful, as if it is a rhythm that resonates with nature. The moonlight shines on Max's body through the car window, gentle and peaceful. He felt the soft touch of the moonlight, as if it were a kind companion, guiding him into a dreamlike state. The tranquility of the night filled the carriage, and time seemed to freeze, becoming a moment of eternal silence. In this peaceful night, Max gradually synchronizes with the rhythm of the train, and his mind is immersed in the deep sea of tranquility. He felt a peaceful happiness, as if he were part of a resonance with nature. The dreamy night became the peaceful sound that led him to sleep. Gradually, Max was immersed in sleep, and the tranquility of the night rippled in his soul. In the depths of the dream, Max found his own peace. The train continued to move forward, crossing mountains, lakes, and seas, and Max's soul was baptized again and again along the way. The distant dream is no longer an unreachable phantom, but has become a part of his life. The train entered a dreamlike scene, as if it had entered another world. The stars twinkled in the night sky, and the moonlight shone on the earth, making it quiet and peaceful. The train is moving slowly, and the scenery outside the window is like a moving picture. Max saw the pastoral scenery, the majesty of the snow-capped mountains, the tranquility of the coastal city, and the mysterious forest. These scenery intertwined into a beautiful picture in his mind, which made him feel the colorfulness of life. Deep in the dream, Max found inner peace. He closed his eyes and felt his body gradually falling into sleep. Breathing becomes deep and powerful, and the soul is soothed in gentle hypnosis. The gentle rocking of the train became the peaceful sound that lulled him to sleep. In this dreamy finale, Max feels the miracle of life. The distant dream became his inner guide, allowing him to find peace and tranquility in the dreamy night. Finally, as the night deepens, the train reaches the end of the dream. Max is immersed in dreamland, and the dreamy scenery leads him to an ending full of harmony and beauty. In this quiet night, Max's mind blended with his dreams, and he fell asleep peacefully in a beautiful dream. In the final chapter of the dream, Max is immersed in the quiet night. The train moves gently and slowly, enters the door of dreams. The stars in the night sky seemed to be lighting up a path for him to the land of dreams, while the moonlight shining on the railway tracks was like a guiding light in a dream. The roar of the train gradually faded away, replaced by a gentle, hypnotic melody. Max felt his body gradually merge into the melodious melody of the dream. His breathing became more steady, and his mind was gently flying under the wings of the dream. The tranquility of the night is like a soft feather, gently covering every imagined scenery. The scenery outside the window becomes softer under the moonlight. Every scene is like a fairyland in a dream, awakening the joy deep in Max's heart. And at the end of this dream, Max found peace of mind. The dream gradually dissipated, and the train stopped gently in a warm place. Here, the stars twinkling in the night sky seemed to be the perfect ending to Max's dream. Max woke up leisurely and felt that his body and mind had received a deep rest. In front of him was a peaceful night, as if every scene in the dream had remained in his heart. This night became a beautiful memory in his life, an intoxicating dream journey. The end of the story comes quietly in the tranquility of the night, like a gentle lullaby, leading the readers to gradually fall into sleep. I hope this story can bring a touch of peace to readers' hearts and bring them a warm and beautiful night. As the story ends, the night becomes more and more peaceful, and readers are led to a night full of dreams and tranquility, looking forward to the arrival of sweet dreams.